Bristol is heading out at 11:30 at night, a truly respectable time to be sending a child off by themselves into the night. I see no issues. What could possibly go wrong?
Hi kids, welcome back to my Build Newcrest Legacy Challenge Empty World variation, in which the entire Sims world has gone through an apocalypse and there are no longer any cities or towns for Sims to live in. And it's up to just one family to rebuild all of society from the ground up. This is Angel Plottaker, our founder. His ultimate goal is to build a community park. In preparation, he spends a lot of his time gardening. This is Angel's wife. He married Penny Pizzazz, who you might know from The Sims 4 City Living. We just bought a camera during our last playthrough, so I'm going to have her take a few photos of the kids. This is Beth, the eldest daughter and the heir apparent. She has a set of younger twin sisters. This is Bonnie. Her needs are in the tank, so she's grumpy, but she is the younger of the two twins. And finally, we have Betsy, who's the elder of the twins. Since Beth is the heir apparent, I'm really invested in setting her up with some childhood friends that she can kind of grow into adulthood with. So we are going to introduce her to this kid that is just walking around in the world right now, Karina Piper. Beth reached creativity level 10 while she was chatting with her new friend. She can now acquire the piano and violin skills. Since Beth isn't allowed to go to school per the rules for this generation of the challenge, it might be good to have her pick up a hobby, playing an instrument instead. Speaking of which, if you're interested in checking out the rules for this challenge, the link in the description will be just down there somewhere. Relatedly, Beth just picked up a phone call from her school because she didn't go in and I wasn't able to cancel the phone interaction fast enough. Beth is working on the artistic prodigy aspiration. She still needs to play with one more toy in order to get to the next level. Angel is going to plant another dragon fruit plant in his garden. Whew, and embarrassingly, even though Piccata died a few videos ago, he's collecting the last batch of eggs from the chicken coop. In my defense, I didn't really think that an elderly, dying chicken was gonna lay eggs. Who was I to know? Angel is holding another yard sale, and Bonnie just reached thinking level 4 and knows not to splash in the toilet. Finally.
Ooh, looks like we've got some free-range toddlers on our hands. Probably be fine. Uh-oh. Beth is letting boredom get the best of her and is making a mess outside. I'm gonna get Angel to discipline her. Ooh, in the meantime, Betsy reached level 5 of the movement skill, maxing out that skill. I know I instructed Angel to discipline Beth, but this seems a little harsh. Now he's gonna encourage her to clean up the mess. Beth is gonna clean this up while Angel goes back to stacking the yard sale table. Oh, great. That seems normal. Oh, it looks like Betsy's come by to supervise Dad's yard sale. Make sure he's doing his job. On the plus side, Betsy just got to level 4 of the thinking skill by watching Dad. Excuse me, Agatha? I think you might have left your bicycle here. Since Beth needs to play with one more toy in order to reach the next level of her aspiration, let's go into buy mode. I'm going to purchase this Mrs. Meow toy. I know the toddlers are close to aging up, but the bonus with this toy is that they can also play with it. Alright, let's have her play with that. Meanwhile, let's check in on Penny, who's making her way around the neighborhood to gather collectibles. She really needs a bathroom by the looks of it. Alright, we're going to cancel the rest of her interaction so she can make a beeline to the toilet. Man, Beth's trying to get... Whoa, respect. It's another child. Go make friends. Ooh, looks like Penny must have had an accident. I probably should have done a better job of watching her knees while she wasn't on the lot. Sort of left her hanging high and dry. That was a poor choice of words because she's definitely not dry. Here comes Penny doing a walk of shame to the shower after she soiled herself. It's embarrassing. Adding insult to injury, everyone is complaining about the stench. To be fair, it is a hot day in Newcrest, and the only thing worse than smelling like garbage is smelling like hot garbage. Oh look, we found another little blonde girl to befriend. This one in the pink shirt is named Amy Scott. She's the daughter of Travis Scott and Summer Holiday from the BFF household. Oh my gosh, I thought the other girl left because she was being rude, but she is actually out here mopping the grass. That being said, this mess wasn't here before, so I have no idea who did it, but let's count it. Oh my gosh, I turned around for a minute and Beth is already making a mess out on the street. Look at her confidently strutting away from that mess. So rude. It's 10 o'clock at night, and not only is this little blonde girl still here, she is making a mess too. This makes me think that she made that mystery mess from before. Your punishment for making a mess at our house is that you're going to become best friend, whether you like it or not. We learned the following about Bristol. She dislikes the color black.
Like my soul.
We also learned that Bristol likes classical music.
Like my soul.
Bristol is heading out at 11:30 at night, a truly respectable time to be sending a child off by themselves into the night. I see no issues. What could possibly go wrong? Betsy is sleeping in bed, and Bonnie is in the tent yet again. Cool, well, I'll just let you vibe there. Or I was, but Bonnie is hungry, so she's rolling back to the house at midnight to eat a piece of cheese. Sounds eerily similar to my Saturday night plans. Bonnie is now going Betty-bye, and with that, we finally have everyone to sleep at 1 a.m., and I'll consider that a win. Let's just say that 3 hours is better than nothing. Penny is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and it's 4 a.m. Looks like it's storming pretty bad again today. Penny barely got through making breakfast, and Betsy is already awake and starving. Let's have her come out here and serve herself after using the potty. Betsy is taking a serving. Where's she going? She wound up eating on a haystack. Just little country girl things. Angel is up and ready to evolve some of these trees in the orchard. These 2 cherry trees are now excellent quality. Beth, what you up to? Oh, poor thing needs to use the bush as a toilet. Angel is also ready to evolve this blackberry bush to nice quality. And Bonnie just reached movement level 5, so she's maxed out that skill too. Penny is giving Betsy a bath, and that just triggered Penny to reach a level 10 of the parenting skill, maxing out that skill as well. Angel got a little spooked over the lightning and the thunder and ran away. So I read that the best way to improve relationship with the bees is to bond with them a few times per day. To do that, of course, you shouldn't put on the beekeeper suit, which honestly sounds a little dangerous. Always wear protection, you know? That actually went pretty smoothly. I'm surprised. Beth is now working on the 3rd and final stage of her artistic prodigy aspiration. She has to play instruments for a total of 5 hours, draw all 5 types of pictures from the activity table, and reach creativity level 10, which she has already done, so she's a third of the way there already. To get her started, we'll have her draw on the activity table. Bonnie was feeling low on fun, so Angel is going to play with her outside. Penny came outside to do some woodworking. I'm loving that both Beth and Penny are working outdoors on their creative handicrafts. Very cute. Angel is going to fertilize some of his plants here. This blackberry bush is ready to evolve to nice quality. It looks like Betsy is asleep, taking an afternoon nap. If we let her sleep all the way through, however, her bladder is going to be in the red when she wakes up, and she's going to get real angry again, so let's wake her up and have her use the potty now. Betsy has maxed out every toddler skill except for thinking. Checking in on Beth's aspiration, she's already drawn 4 of the 5 types of drawings on the activity table, so we're going to have her muscle her way through this. And since we checked Betsy's skills earlier, we should check in on Bonnie as well. She also only has 1 more level of thinking to go. Angel is holding another yard sale, and meanwhile we're gonna have Penny breed a few more frogs in her inventory. Not Beth standing out in the rain to make a mess. Parenting moment. Unwelcome present. I got a present that I think is dumb. I want to trade it with a friend or give it back. Can I do that? Given that this whole family's goal is to sort of build a community, I think they'd probably select that present was for you. Be grateful, since it raises manners, which is important to live in a peaceful society, or at least I think that is what the plot takers would think. Is it ironic that we've just raised her manners while she's still making a mess? Ooh, looks like the lightning strike has resulted in another crystal. Let's have Penny claim it and send it to the Geo Council for identification. After we do that, we'll have fulfilled this phase of Penny's curator aspiration. Since Beth is almost done with all of the other tasks in her aspiration, let's buy her a musical instrument. Space is at a premium. We're going to buy the amateur hour child's violin. Then after she uses it, Beth can kind of keep it in her inventory. Immediately, we're going to send Beth out to start practicing violin. Oh, looks like the kitchen has sprung another leak. I swear this breaks all the time. Beth just acquired the violin skill and reached level 2 of the skill immediately. That doesn't really make too much sense, but we'll roll with it. Penny's handiness skill is super OP. Did you see the fact that she somehow fixed that just by taking the wrench out of her pocket? She so much looks at a leaky faucet and it fixes itself. So maybe it wasn't a good idea to hold a yard sale during a storm since Angel just abandoned ship and ran away. Although, kind of worth it to see Lilith the Tour run like that in this dress though. Beth is having the time of her life and feels ready for a concerto. Should she acknowledge that she likes violin? Yes, of course. Angel has finished off the yard sale and is heading off to bed. As has become her routine, Beth is pretending to sleep while actually reading books under the covers. Beth is self-assured. Sims with that trait feel good about themselves and often experience extra confidence. Betsy is up. Poor thing is crying. Oh, looks like it's time for both of the twins to age up. And Beth is up to celebrate the birthdays as well because the crying woke her up. Since there's no space indoors, they're both heading outside in a storm to age up. Betsy aged up. She has the happy toddler trait and is starting off childhood with level 2 in motor, creativity, social, and mental skills. We're going to roll Betsy's adult traits now. We're going back to the Sims Legacy Challenge random trait generator. 3 traits are going to be outgoing, creative, and romantic. She'll have the social butterfly aspiration as a child and an adult aspiration of neighborhood confidant. This is actually kind of a great combination of traits that all really work together with the aspiration to sort of tell an actual story. Now, I know the generator said that the outgoing trait would be her first trait, but to be quite honest, outgoing is kind of a boring personality trait for a child. So I'm going to go with creative. It's plausible that Beth influenced her. And now it's Bonnie's time to age up. She is also starting childhood with a level 2 in all of the skills. And now we're going to roll for all of Bonnie's adult traits at the same time. Okay, Bonnie is also going to be self-assured, which means that she could be another option for an heir if her older sister Beth does not survive to the next generation. She's also going to be an animal enthusiast and a loner. Her childhood aspiration is Whiz Kid, and her adult aspiration will be Nerd Brain. I'm going to make her an animal enthusiast to start. Bonnie is technically a spare, but of course she'll eventually earn all her traits and she will end up being a self-assured sim. Betsy never knows what's lurking in the dark. Darkness is nothing but a veil to hide the most gruesome and terrifying creatures of the night. She feels like they could pop out at any moment, and lately, this man named Vladislaus keeps calling. Okay, girls, well, one of you is wearing a scarf of sleepwear and the other is standing in her underwear in the rain, so that only means one thing. Makeover time! Okay, this is Betsy, the elder of the 2 twins, and this is Bonnie, the youngest. The twins have very different traits, so it makes sense that they look different from each other and not do the whole identical twin thing. To do that, we're going to give them different hairstyles for sure, but I'd like to kind of continue on with what we were doing with the eyelashes with the twins. So one of them has like very full upper eyelashes and the other one has very full lower eyelashes. For Bonnie, we'll give her the top lashes only. And hair-wise, I kind of appreciate that she has shorter hair as a toddler. I'm looking for something relatively short and straight. This is an option. Or we could do this updo and kind of really commit to the bangs. Oh, this is cute. It has bangs and it's a bob hairstyle, so realistically seems like Bonnie kept the same relative look, but it's just grown out a little longer over the years. Before we get into clothes, let's figure out Betsy's kind of overall look. For Betsy, we're going to go with the full lower lashes only. We're also going to give Betsy a little bit of a tooth gap. For hairstyles, I want to avoid bangs since that's sort of Bonnie's thing, but I'd also like to keep the hairstyle a little short to keep her and Betsy sort of thematically similar but different. Oh, yeah, this is it. And the hair length is roughly the same as Bonnie's. Moving on to the outfits for Betsy's everyday wear, I like the thought of these boots because they essentially live on a farm, so it'd be good to have some heavy duty footwear. I'm gonna change the swatch though. So she randomized into this full outfit with the skirt, but I really want to go with something a little bit more utilitarian. I like the idea of these overall shorts. Unfortunately, a lot of the swatches aren't doing her skin tone any favors. The pink and the blue combo is the least bad of our options, but now these boots really don't work anymore, so let's change that. We'll go with these ankle boots and we'll give her some bracelets as an accessory too. I'm gonna give her a hat, protect her from those imaginary UV rays. It's actually a little weird how good this hat goes with this outfit because they're definitely not from the same pack at all. Time for formal wear. I'm gonna go with this holiday prim style look in in this orange and rust shade. Athletic wear doesn't really matter because we never see it, so we're gonna go with another style look called Snazzy and Sporty in the lime green swatch. For sleepwear, we'll go with the Design Dreaming style look in purple. For as much time as my Sims spend in their pajamas, you'd think I'd spend a little bit more time picking their outfits, but no. For party wear, we'll go with this white Vacation on the Beach style look. For swimwear, her randomly generated outfit is fine, so short and sweet. As for hot weather, I think I'm gonna let the randomly generated outfit inspire me a little bit. I like the thought of the shorts, but these kind of more look like swim shorts to me more than anything, so we'll change them into a black denim to kind of match her shoes. As for the tank top, we'll keep the same one, but change up the swatch to this blue and pink diagonal plaid. And lastly, we have Betsy's cold weather look. Perfectly Suited is the first style look, but I'm liking it because it's a little bit rustic. But to be honest, I'm picking it because it's serving Marty McFly.
Alright, this is an oldie.
I do love giving my Sims hats for their cold weather outfits to keep their heads warm. We'll go with this beige and tan pom-pom beanie to top off this outfit. Moving on to Bonnie. Oops. Looks like we only changed her hair for sleepwear, so let's pop back on her eyelashes and the right hairstyle. Instead of going with a styled look, I'm going to filter out the clothing to feminine clothes that are either basics, outdoorsy, or country. We'll go with this layered shirt and sweater combination for the top. We'll keep this skirt, but let's change up the footwear to something a little sturdier than flip-flops. I'm gonna give Bonnie a pair of socks. For formal wear, I actually like this dress quite a bit, but let's change the swatch. Let's go with this wine Bordeaux color. Pair that with some white Mary Janes and a pair of tights. Great. We're on to activewear, which we really don't see often, so let's give her a quick styled look. Let's change the bottoms to something more simple. A pair of sweatpants. Red works. Sleepwear. I'm personally not a fan of wearing underwear to bed, so Bonnie is definitely not doing that. I'm having the thought of giving her the same sleepwear style as Betsy, just in a different swatch. Sort of give the twins their twin moment. Partywear. I appreciate that Bonnie's socks match her skirt and that she's bold enough to both mix patterns and colors, but this seems like a little bit too much look, a little too modern of a look for an apocalypse. We'll go with the All About the Bows style look in yellow, and for swimwear, we'll go with daisy chain. And this is unfortunately where we're gonna have to leave it off today because my gameplay video cut out before I finished styling Bonnie's hot and cold weather outfits. However, you'll definitely get to see those outfits in future videos. Thanks for sticking with me all the way until the end, and remember to subscribe to the channel. It's free for you, gives me a hit of serotonin, and supposedly helps the YouTube algorithm work its magic. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye!
So it's been a few months since I've posted a Build Newcrest Legacy Challenge video. I've started my new job, and for a while I was just like, whew, this 9 to 5 thing's kind of hard. I'm really tired at the end of the day. And then by the time the weekend rolled around, I didn't have the energy to do another video, and then things got crazy at work. So I think I've adjusted. I think we're back to a regular schedule. Thanks for your patience. And yes, the new job is good. Thank you everyone for your well wishes after I got laid off and was unemployed for a while, but I'm back.